Good day, everyone. I'm Carol Irasos of BSIT 3C BPO. Our chosen topic is Cybercrime Law R.A 10175. Cybercrime is any criminal activity that involves a computer, network, device, or a network. The Philippine Congress enacted Republic Act number 10175 or Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, which addresses crimes committed against and through computer system on 12 of September 2012. It includes penal substantive rules, procedural rules, and also rules on international cooperation. A mandatory bills on cybercrime investigations are under work in the Philippines, with new provisions being introduced on procedural powers, responsibilities, and extradition. The aim is for the amendments to provide a structured approach for prosecutors and investigators on cybercrime investigations, and to further align national legalization with the Budapest Convention. Cybercrime is one of the fastest growing nonviolent crimes in the Asian region. It takes a great deal of technical expertise and cooperation, both local and foreign. In order to address such problems, this crime affects different countries in varying degrees, depending on the extent of the legislative enactment of each country. In the Philippines, our technical and electronic landscape changed. There is a need to enact laws or amend existing laws to fully address cyber threats. The Act also mandates the National Bureau of Investigation and the Philippine National Police to organize a cybercrime unit staffed by special investigators whose responsibility will be to exclusively handle cases pertaining to violations of the Act under the supervision of the Department of Justice. The unit is empowered to, among others, collect real-time traffic data from Internet service providers with due cause require the disclosure of computer data within 72 hours after receipt of a court warrant from a service provider, and conduct searches of computer. Categories of cybercrime. There are two categories of cybercrime: computer as a target, computer as a weapon. Let me discuss first the computer as a target. Computer is a target in which we use computer to attack other computers, like hacking. What is hacking? Hacking is a clever computer hackers steal or guess password to get into individual user accounts or exploit security weaknesses to steal large amounts of data from companies. Major data breaches occur often, with companies losing their customers' personal or financial information, often costing a company millions of dollars. Second is virus worms. Virus is a computer programs and apps reply coding to function properly. Unfortunately, very smart programmers identify weaknesses in the security for major programs every day, and attack, etc. The second, computer as a weapon, is using a computer to commit a real crime of word, like cyberterrorism, credit card fraud, pornography, etc. That's all. Thank you.
Computer as a target. These crimes are committed by a selected group of criminals, unlike crimes using the computer as a tool. These crimes requires the technical knowledge of the perpetrators. These crimes are relatively new, having been in existence for as long as computers have, which explain how unprepared society and the world in general is towards combating these crimes. These are numerous crimes of these natures committed daily on the internet, but it is worth knowing that Africans and indeed Nigerians are yet to develop their technical knowledge to accommodate and perpetrate kind of crime. How cybercrime works. Cybercrime attacks can begin wherever there is digital data, opportunity, and motive. Cybercriminals include everyone from the lone user engaged in cyberbullying to state-sponsored actors like China's intelligence services. Cybercrimes generally do not occur in vacuum. They are in many ways distributed in nature. That is, cybercriminals typically rely on other actors to complete the crime. This is whether it's the creator of malware using the dark web to sell code, the distributor of illegal pharmaceuticals using cryptocurrency brokers to hold virtual money in the escrow or state threat actors relying on technology, the subtractor or intellectual property. Cybercriminals use various attack vectors to carry out their cyber attacks and are constantly seeking new methods and techniques for achieving their goals by avoiding detection and arrest. Cybercriminals often carry out their activities using malware and other types of software. But social engineering is often an important component for executing most types of cybercrime. Phishing emails are another important component to many types of cybercrime, but especially so for targeted attacks, like business email compromise or BEC, in which the attacker attempts to impersonate via email a business owner in order to convince employees to pay out bogus invoices.
Mm. Hi guys, I'm Kenneth Yadaw. For this video, I will discuss the types of cybercrimes. Types of cybercrimes. First, the identity theft. Identity theft is an attack that occurs when an individual accesses a computer to glean a user's personal information, which they then use to steal that person's identity or access their valuable accounts, such as banking and credit cards. Cyber criminals buy and sell identity information or darknet markets, offering financial accounts as well as other types of accounts like video streaming services, webmail, video and audio streaming, online actions, and more. Personal information is another frequent target for identity crimes. The second types of cybercrime is credit card fraud, an attack that occurs when hackers infiltrate retailer system to get the credit card or banking information of their customers. Stolen payment cards can be bought and sold in bulk on darket markets, where hacking groups that have stolen mass quantities of credit cards profit by selling to lower levels. Cybercriminals who profit through credit card fraud against individual accounts. And the third types of cybercrimes is pornography. Child pornography is a form of child sexual exploitation. Federal law defines child pornography as any visual depiction of sexually explicit conduct involving a minor person less than 18 years old. Images of child pornography are also referred as child child sexual abuse images. The fourth types of cybercrime is computer vandalism. Um, Computer vandalism is a process wherein there is a program that performs malicious functions such as extracting a user's passwords or other data or erasing the hard disk. A vandal differs from a virus which attaches itself to an existing executable program. The fifth types of cybercrime is the software piracy. Software piracy is the act of stealing software that is legally protected. This stealing includes copying, distributing, modifying, or selling the software. Copyright laws were originally put into place so that the people who develop software is the programmers, writers, graphic artists, and etc. Um, the six types of cybercrime is virus disseminations. Virus disseminations is a process of a malicious software that attaches to other software that destroys the system of the victim. They disrupt the computer operation and affect the data stored by modifying or deleting it. And the seven types of cybercrime is the phishing. Phishing is the type of attack involves hackers sending malicious email attachments or URL to users to gain access to their accounts or computer. Cybercriminals are becoming more established and many of these emails are not flagged as a spam. Users are ticked into emails claiming they need to change their password or update their billing information, giving criminals access. On the last types of cybercrime is online scams. Online scams are usually in the form of ads or spam emails that include promises of reward or offers an unrealistic of money. Online scam includes enticing offers that are too good to be true, and when click on cause malware to interfere or compromise information.
Good day, sir. I'm Angelo Riora from BS83C BPO. Target of cybercrime. Cybercrime against persons. Harassment by emails. Email harassment is usually understood to be a form of stalking in which one or more people send consistent and unwanted and often threatening electronic messages. Hacking. Hacking is an attempt to exploit an computer system or a private network inside a computer. Email bombing. Email bombing is characterized by abusers repeatedly sending an email message to a particular address at a specific victim site. Assault threat. A threat is intentional behavior designed to make a person fear that they will be harmed or injured. Cybercrime against property. Cyber vandalism. Cyber vandalism is a damage or destruction that takes place in digital form. Transmitting virus. Computer viruses and often used by criminals to help commit cybercrimes. Thief data, records, files, etc. Also known as information thief is an illegal transfer or storage of personal, confidential, or financial information. Target of cybercrime. Cybercrime against government. A crime against the government is also known as cyberterrorism. Hacking government websites, hacking military websites, distributing propaganda. Cybercrime against society. Unauthorized access of computers transmitting virus, password sniffing, denial of service attacks, and crimes emanating from Usenet group. Cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the application of technologies, process, and controls to project systems, program device, and data from cyber attack. The aims reduce the risk of cyber attacks and projects against the unauthorized exploitations of systems, networks, and technologies. Categories of cybersecurity. Network security is the practice of securing computer networks from intruders, whether targeted attackers or opportunistic malware. Application security focuses on keeping softwares and devices free or cheats. A compromised application could provide access of the data it's designed to protect. Successfully, security begins in the design stage well before a program or device is deployed. Information security protects and integrity and privacy of data, both in storage and in transit. Operational security includes the process and decisions for handling and protecting data assets, the permission users have when accessing a network, and the procedures that determine how and where data may be stored or shared all fall under this umbrella.
Categories of cybersecurity. Disaster recovery and business continuity define how an organization responds to a cybersecurity incident or any other event that causes the loss of operations or data. Disaster recovery policies dictate how the organization restores its operations and information to return to the same operating capacity as before the event. Business continuity is the plan the organization falls back on while trying to operate without certain resources. End-user education addresses the most unpredictable cybersecurity factor like people. Anyone can accidentally introduce a virus to an otherwise secure system by failing to follow good security practices, teaching users to delete suspicious email attachments, not plug in unidentified USB drives, and various other important lessons is vital for the security of any organizations. Advantages of cybercrime. First, improve security from cyberspace to the real world. The security of the world from rapists, pedophiles, and other kind of criminals are significantly reduced during the years due to the fact that everything can be found as long as is online. And increase in cyber defense. Every cybercrime is created by finding a new loophole. This makes the people who work on the defensive systems to improve and evolve their systems constantly. Disadvantages of cybercrime. First, it may damage your studies and social life. Second, the way it distracts and can deviate our thoughts and activities towards unproductive activities. Last, it could cause violation of privacy. How to prevent cybercrime? First, develop clear policies and procedures for the business and employees, and activate your firewall. Firewalls are the first line of cyber defense. They block connections to unknown or bogus sites and will keep out some types of viruses and hackers. Use antivirus or malware software. Create cybersecurity incident response plans to support these policies and procedures. Outline the security measures that are in place about how to protect systems and corporate data. Verbally verify the authenticity or request to send money by talking to a financial manager. Create intrusion detection systems, IDS rules that flag emails with extensions similar to company emails. Carefully scrutinize all email requests for transfer of funds to determine if the requests are out of the ordinary. Continually train employees on cybersecurity policies and procedures and what to do in the event of security breaches. Keep websites, endpoint devices, and system current with all software release updates or patches.